Let's see if audio and stuff wants to work. Because I had namely changed my power supply. And I had to unplug everything, haul it to the kitchen. We tested it, fans and everything is working. Haul it back in, reconnect everything. I can hear everything on my end, which, okay, fantastic. Chat is gonna have to tell me if they hear anything. Because otherwise I'm an idiot. Also, I know we stopped on our roof here, but yeah, you get the picture. So I had to fly as fast as I could and grab a new filter. So we're back on 30. Now it's time to haul back down there again. And if I had been a little bit braver on Friday, I could have finished this specific section because I only needed 4. And I did 1, I think. Midway through the meta event that was going on. Sure, we're gonna have to explore this place, but it looks like an Eldritch has-been hotel. And try to survive all the possessed crazies here. Is there one above me? Nope. But there is one over here. Let's see, it has to be 2. Because otherwise it won't. If you're doing a normal drop, you drop the entire bundle, and that's not gonna count. So you have to use skill 2. Yeah, well, you're a walking corpse, so... Yeah, I'm working on it. Let me mount! For the love of... Okay, you work.
Any progress on the jade experiments?
I tested a few jade blocks. Their color darkened after contact with the haze.
That would suggest the secondary element imprinted itself on the base. We're onto something here.
That's nice. Hey, have you heard anything or anyone odd during our calls?
You only see monsters where there are none.
I haven't noticed anything, but it's possible a Brotherhood comm is causing interference. Once you're here,
I have to go.
Fine. No friends at there.
You're dead.
Hi, Rara. I hope I'm audible and everything. Because I can see the mic is moving. And thank you for the follow. Actually, is this redeem working on both ends? I heard it. You hear voice? Oh, thank God. Everything should be working. Sound effects. Everything is working, thank God. So I'm not sitting here for 2 hours being muted. Again. Because that happened during Lego Batman and Corgi!
Nocturnity gifted 5 subscriptions.
I was not prepared for that. No, but when I was playing Lego Batman, I was muted for 1 or 2 hours. Subwoofer's working. Yay! So I managed to fix everything after replugging everything from the power supply change. And I went from a 500 watt to 650. Because the old one sounded like a jet engine when it was doing something. Okay, what's happening?
You made it. Further research awaits, Commander. Shall we?
Back to the game.
Still so many questions. We already neutralized the void, or confirmed it. Yet there's obvious disequilibrium here.
I'll try to get more out of Chilmu about this haze once we're done.
Would he even know anything? You said yourself he's been hiding at camp while this crew goes berserk.
Look, he really screwed up, but he's not what you think.
Huh. A criminal, a coward. Well, so far he's proving both.
Game sounds work too. Yay! You should promote yourself too. Yeah, right, I did ask on the server. Oh, now I saw it. Sorry, Rara. I'm silly. I was fiddling with stuff and I forgot I put the link in my bio.
Makes me right. Need to rest.
This is my absolute favorite game to play. I never get tired of it. And I also, a year ago, started playing Guild Wars 1. Which, surprisingly, is coming to mobile this summer. I get to play it on the bed if I want to.
That's how I do it.
So ANET is not doing well with beating addictions. They're like, oh, you want to play on the go? Here, we'll do it on the mobile phone.
The way ahead's blocked. Come on, Finn, let's check it out. I need some air anyway.
You're not getting it down here, that's for sure.
Thank you for triple checking that all the sounds are working.
Looks pretty solid, but I bet we can find some spots to break through. Finn, switch to inspect mode, please.
But of course. Now activating inspect.
Commander, you know your way around the map. Ready to do the honors?
Scanning function.
Think up me hearty yo ho.
Thank you. Sounds good or not so far. Awesome. Now how did this work again?
Your mech seems more agreeable now.
A little tune-up and Finn's back to his old self after deprogramming some learned behaviors. Look, Cholmu's not the easiest guy to vouch for, but you've seen him at his best. Dragon's End? That's the real him. He gave me a chance when the world acted like I was invisible. Before June, the Brotherhood was my only home. Right now, he's losing control, and he knows it. I'm worried he can't get it back. But if I can help, I will. I want to.
A chest? Confetti hype, it's so cute. Come on. Choo choo! You've also played this game once? How did you like it?
Complete. Was this result to your satisfaction?
You did fantastic, Finn. Thank you.
I forgot it did that. Fire it all!
Alright, people, let's move.
Just so you're aware, haze levels are likely to rise the farther we go. If you feel faint at any point,
You'll be the first to know. Shall we?
Demons! Ambush! Ahead! Hit them! I'm amazing!
Oh. No wonder our signal is shoddy.
Say, Commander, you mentioned something over comms. A voice?
Yeah, I mean, you were right. Just interference.
Ah. Although, your lack of eye contact is a tad concerning.
Oh, nice catch.
I'm a Norn. You're like the size of my knee, and you have a giant hat on your head. Eye contact is gonna be a little tricky. Hello.
Might makes me right. He didn't mention.
More reason to be careful who you place faith in.
Look, just because your mentor...
Finish that sentence.
Need to rest.
I dare you.
A small garage with NCSoft for City of Heroes being sunset around the same time as its launch, so I didn't play much even though pre-ordered it. Ah, okay. I had a friend who found this at a random. I don't actually know how they found it. But they had played up till level 80 and the first Elder Dragon of the personal story. And then they were like, you know what, if you're having so much fun hearing me in pain and suffering, join me and share the suffering. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Got on board with the current MMO I'm playing. It was DZ Online. So I made a... or they recommended I try out Elementalist. I was like, yeah, okay, that seems fun. So at the time, I didn't know how what weapons would work, what type of armor I was supposed to have, what prefixes would work. So I was like having... my whole setup was a tornado. And we played... I think daily for 2 weeks when Heart of Thorns expansion got 50%. And we were having so much fun with it that we decided to both buy it. And since then, ow. I've kept on playing. I'm sure on the floor. That would have been surprising. Which reminds me, this And yeah, at the time I didn't know that these things, or like any food type at all, would help with my damage and such. Staranki, here we go. Because here on the Guardian, I now know that a mix of Berserker and what does I have? Marauder? That's Berserker Valkyrie. Is this also... That's Berserker. Okay, so everything here is a mix of Berserker and Valkyrie. Yeah. So, I started about here, and at the time I started, Season 1 had been a live event content. You couldn't replay them the way you can now. And apparently... most recently activated episode. Okay. Interesting. But while they were fixing up for secrets, I think, they dropped all this that you can now replay and catch up with the story. And Season 2 leads up to Heart of Thorns. Season 3 leads up to Path of Fire. Season 4 and Season 5 ish kind of is their own stories, but yeah, they're like the aftermath of Pathfire, obviously. And the Dragons was their last full expansion they did that dropped all the story, all the content at once. With Secrets, they split them into quarter patches. So we had... when the story first dropped, we had until chapter 10 of story. And then they dropped 11 through 13, 14 through 16, and 17 through 19. So these were quarter patches over the course of a year. And they've done the same with these. So you have up to chapter 10. Now, Eternity, they are releasing a new... they're releasing the rest of the story tomorrow at 6 p.m. my time, so I'm probably play it on Wednesday. But here's a change they've made. We have up till chapter 8 instead of up to 10. So you have like you have certain chapters in the first map and then certain chapters in the second map. So each map is like dropping, or each launch drops 2 maps that you can explore and build up your masteries and stuff. And oh my god, I think Eternity has been the longest time between that I haven't been that fast with getting the masteries. But yeah, they're gonna add on to these, and I think a new one. With that, we are getting the rest of the story, a new map, and I think a slew of other things. So I started playing June 30th, 2016. This June is gonna be my 10-year anniversary playing this game. Holy crap, where has this time gone? Okay, back to the story. I'm not gonna yap anymore, I promise.
Wait, is that
What is it?
A ley line.
an unparalleled source of raw magic, pure energy? This must be why the proximate jade is so powerful. It could be monumental in solving Kantha's energy predicament.
Right. They're having a bit of a power crisis. J down here is all but glowing from the substantial energy levels coursing through it.
Interesting. And what's this? Oh, fascinating. I need a closer look.
Finn, can you get us across?
Activating gap traversal device.
Bling. Plop.
Is this what's messing with the Brotherhood? Working near a power source this strong?
Unlikely. The simple exposure to ley line energy generally isn't enough to affect one's well-being. Though something is unusual here. I've never seen a ley line produce any kind of miasmic byproduct.
Oni!
Hi.
There's more than one?
It must be deceiving our senses, blurring reality. We have to stay focused.
Might makes me
Everyone
right.
take a platform and divert its attention. Commander, I could use your help here.
Rama, come with me. I'll give you a lift.
You were special. One of the bravest war masters in my...
Oh yeah, spoilers incoming.
Now, that's changed, my friend.
That's how I do it.
There's gonna be characters from just about the entire story. Forgel is dead because I'm individual. But if you're not in any Jesus, what are they called?
Might makes me
If you're not in any of the three organizations that pretty much covers half of Tyria, either Vigil, Derma Priory, or Order of Whispers, I think you get Traherne, one of the firstborn.
Can you hear me? Yao wants you over on their platform. They need backup.
I know what you're trying to do. It won't work.
Commander, we'll talk later, I promise. Yao needs you now, okay?
Huh? Yao? Yes. Right. The fury is mine.
Okay, so I have to move to... What is he?
I can't keep this up much longer.
Sorry, Yao. Got out of sorts for a moment. It's good to see you here.
Stop! Commander, you alright? Hang in there with me.
I think your best old cap was 40 or 50 or 30. It's been a few years.
You know that's not true. That's how I do it.
Yeah, for the longest time I didn't do the masteries till full cap. I left several of them because they were either too hard or I wasn't interested at the time. But then I was bored someday and decided, might as well finish these up. There were so many people who were willing to help out with, especially Icebrood Saga, because that was the most difficult one.
I never wanted to hurt them. Air.
Finn, shield Rama, quick!
Defense engaged.
I'm sorry.
Rama
get in the
has
shield.
been shielded.
Sorry.
Less apologizing, more helping.
Do you see them too?
Yeah,
Well,
we're fighting them. What are you talking about?
we're both down. Great.
Just passing through. No!
Last two player was before any expansion.
So many lives lost.
Yeah, more.
There was no other way. I was nothing to you. That's not fair. I did everything I could. Amora!
So you were playing while they still had the personal story and season 1. That must have been 2012 when this game came out. Hi, Kara. Where the hell? There you are.
I'm finished.
Holy crap, I am doing a significant change of damage with this getup than what I had when I first played this. What was I, full Marauder? Owie. You are not taking me down. I stand! Come on, heal, heal, heal. You know what? As far away from the damn bomb as I can. Nope. Come on, where did you come from?
A little help. They can't keep me down.
I think we did it.
Oh, thank Christ.
It's regenerating. It must be healing itself with the ley line.
Let's get out of here, now! Commander? She's blacking out! We need to get her and go!
You haven't changed a bit.
Killing and corrupting.
It's what you were born to do.
So to say, I gotta go to bed. No worries, Corgi. And thank you for the subs.
Hey, you're up. Do you know who we are?
Look at me closely, Commander. Concentrate. Who am I? Take your time. You were extremely discombobulated.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, Goric.
Oh, thank the alchemy.
You had us worried. You were talking to us like we were, well, not us.
Like old friends.
Yes. That demon, it was messing with my head. Made me think you were someone else.
Yes. I should have known as soon as it introduced those clones. It appears to be able to alter its victim's reality.
I've been trying to reach you since Yao dropped everything and ran into that hole. June is... she's...
Furious, I know. But we're making important discoveries down in this hole. And if I have to upset June to save...
June will not be upset when she hears what we found. A ley line. That's what's been supercharging the Jade.
Well, that's fantastic! A potentially free-flowing jade-based energy source. It's too good to be...
There's an unkillable mind-altering demon gorging on it.
Oh.
Don't worry, we'll eliminate it. Or at least lure it away from the ley line.
And what's your plan of attack this time, General Gorick?
I'm afraid it's going to be unpleasant, especially for the commander. I wish there was another way. But that demon seemed particularly attracted to you. Fighting it will require neuroparasitological investigation.
If that's what it takes.
Sorry, Commander. Yao's right. It is important work. I'll fill June in. Keep us posted if you can, and good luck.
Yay! I'm gonna be demon food. Commander, you really should stop losing consciousness. It can't be good for your health. You should have seen me and... Dracar Lake? Were you around then? I think you were.
No apology necessary. That creature tried to latch onto a powerful memory to see what emotions it could provoke. Although it seemed to me that first memory wasn't enough. That you dealt with those, metaphorical demons before.
What was the question? Oh yeah. If they didn't join on... They were called orders, goddammit. If you didn't join an order, you got your heart. Yeah. What was... Sorry, I was going on about old friends back there. That's what I missed. I also saw Air and Almora.
Yes, the demons seem to latch onto increasingly raw and more recent memories, feeding on your response. And I'm afraid we're going to have to use that to our advantage if we're ever going to completely defeat it.
When is this taking place? What am I on? Nice beneath. Alright, I need to cross that off the list. 1335. Yeah, it's been like 10 years since. Well, actually. Hang on. That is still recent. Heart of Thorns were... Some check. If I'm counting right, that's 8 years. So 8 years and 2 years. Yeah, those are still raw emotions, especially since they were close friends. Why does it all feel so raw all of a sudden?
Maybe you haven't completely dealt with all of your feelings. Or perhaps the haze somehow lowers our ability to cope. Or it enhances our sensitivity to emotions. Unfortunately, we're going to have to experiment to find out.
Hey. How are you feeling about taking charge?
I thought I was ready, but his ROM has helped me understand. It's harder than it appears. I have a new appreciation for you, to be sure.
Yeah, because I take command of everything. Even though I'm not even part of the pact anymore. Maybe. I might be the field operative. Seems like you're already picking up quite a bit from Rama.
I'm starting to wonder whether his high degree of intuition can be taught. But I'm doing my best to take his advice and watch how he works.
A bit of a rough one back there, eh? Unless you're up and moving. Sorry, thought you were Almora.
So I hear. Sounds like she was a hell of a soldier. And a good friend.
So, Yao really came through for you back there.
Yao's mech came through.
Technically, Yao built the mech, so...
Finn is pretty great.
Okay. A lot of folks say they want to help, but only show up when it serves them. But Yao's good people. And Finn.
Hey. How's Gorg doing as a leader?
Got off to a shaky start, but took charge when the chips were down. Made good decisions. Hey, he's learning from the best.
Any thoughts about Sholmu?
Much as I've learned to trust Yao's judgment, not sure I'll ever come around on this. But Yao has their reasons. I get it. Yao, Chilmu, June, they're like a dysfunctional little family. Not sure if Yao's the kid or...
The marriage counselor?
Forgot about that. The humor in this game is great. Her just said something about wanting to see Captain Min.
Maybe. But you start asking me about my love life, and I'm gonna return the favor. Don't think you're ready for that, pal.
Do I really have an existing love life? Don't think so. Wow, that was... Well, hey, at least we all made it out okay. Sorry I was so disoriented when you needed me.
It's okay. Gorik told me about Air, how much she meant to you and to your whole crew. Her bravery in the fight against Mordremoth, the way she was betrayed, I'm sorry.
Repeat, spoilers if you haven't played most of the story. Are you worried June will think you're betraying her?
June's not a charitable person, but deep down I think she knows I'm loyal, though maybe that's part of the problem. I would never betray June's trust, but just because I stopped working for Cholmu doesn't mean I cut off all ties. Like June, he can be tough, and it's no stretch to say he hasn't been at his best down here. But he didn't get where he is by being incompetent, and he truly cares about his people. Anyway, if June knows me as well as I think she does, she'll get it. She might not like it, but she'll understand.
Let's hope. Who are you here to help? June or Cholmu?
Kantha. This discovery could do so much for so many people. And if I can help some old friends along the way, even better.
Yep, there you go. Always a neutral answer. Okay, jump out of the instance. Cross off. 16, what lies beneath. 17, deep research. Oh crap, why am I... Fuck's sake, are you trying to kill me, game? Yeah, I had node filters. There's a filter right there. Holy crapping Luya. H. Dragons. What did I say? Deep research. Wait until you have the... Wait until your allies have updates to report. Meaning I do something in the meantime, or... check in with Gorik in... Arc mining. Is it over here? Research journal. Listen to NG1.
the Brotherhood's Jade excavation. After the recent demon run-in, our efforts to curtail Canthus' energy crisis are postponed. Me and my team of experts.
Your team, huh?
Our team is strategizing a plan to remove said demon from its power source, a ley line housed within the mine.
You're recording? Can I get some airtime? Engineering Grandmaster Yao here, reporting from the trenches of an illicit jade mining mega operation.
Yao, these are case notes, not a Hollow News broadcast. I'll continue logging updates as they occur. Gorik, out.
Just trying to lighten the mood.
Case notes. Entry 2. Today I ran further analysis on the unknown element present in the commander's haze samples. Though still indeterminate, I suspect it's a byproduct of the demon, likely agitated by its confined ley line proximity. For now, I've set up a makeshift lab for experimentation here at the mine. It's humble, but rather quaint, if I do say. It will serve my needs for the time being. I just need to keep out a few nosy Kappa trespassers. As usual, I'll continue logging my research as it proves pertinent. Gorik, out. Case notes. Entry 3. An unexpected visitor dropped by. Cholmu. I thought maybe he'd come to shut down my lab.
He was over here? Yeah, he does hate things built without his approval.
But he seemed to take an interest in my work, particularly the previously mentioned haze samples. Of course, I was thrilled to recount my current hypotheses, but he seemed more concerned about potential health effects.
He's been really torn up about his crew.
I'll continue updates once confidentiality can be maintained.
Sorry, just curious about the research is all.
While I usually record notes as soon as possible, the event that transpired recently required a moment to process. It began when one of those Kappa pets got into my equipment, while wreaking senseless havoc, smashed a haze sample. The sample was small. However, inhaling its contents in an enclosed area made me lightheaded. I knew it was unlikely to cause damage. Still, I went to recuperate on a cot at the medical tent. Once rested, I felt well enough to return to work. But when I opened my eyes, what I saw made my nausea return full force. Oh, Detective Rama, I mean...
Am I interrupting?
No, just recording some research notes. I can get back to them later. Case notes. Entry 5. Rana visited to check in after my Kappa incident, which I suppose still needs explanation. Picking up where I left off, when I opened my eyes, I saw something I don't think I'll ever be able to forget. Lish was sitting across from me. Not in his golem body, but exactly how I remembered him from before his illness took over. He stared at me in a menacing way he never had before. And his body disintegrated into a mass of writhing beetles. They swarmed me. I can still feel the prickle of their claws across my skin. At the point I thought I might suffocate, they vanished. Next thing I remember, I was clinging tightly to Yao, sobbing. They comforted me until I could pull myself together. Once I found the words, I told them everything. They stayed with me for a long time. Then they returned later with some tea. I'm still shaken up and rather embarrassed about what happened. But I'm so grateful Yao was there to help me through it. I'm going to see Tiny soon, and I plan to tell her everything that happened. Case note, entry 6. I paid Tiny a much-needed visit and told her everything. She has a way of making me feel better. We also spoke about the implications. We think the unknown element I've been studying is causing these effects. What's most troubling is that this incident confirms my earlier hypothesis. These hallucinations aren't random. Based on the commander's experiences, and now my own, the delusions appear to target prime emotional vulnerabilities. The how of it all remains a mystery, but it does explain the demon's manipulation of one's senses. Now that I'm back, I plan to tell Rama and Yao about this development, though it seems they stopped by in my absence. They installed a few Kappa-repellent gadgets outside my lab, and left a kind note with a plate of tea cookies. Picturing those two working together makes me smile. They seem on better terms lately. I hope the trend continues.
I forgot I muted. I wrote up a little list for all the journal entries so I don't lose my way through them again.
Case notes. Entry 7. Today was unusual. Rama visited. That wasn't unusual, though his demeanor was rather tender. However, Yao and Chou-Mu also visited. Yao did most of the talking. Odd, as Chou-Mu's keen on speaking for himself. Yao explained that Chou-Mu had experienced hallucinations. I asked him to elaborate. Frequency, locations, etc. Rama made to leave, perhaps out of politeness, but Chou-Mu told him to stay. He said it's better we're all made aware. He didn't go into much detail. His visions were of a deceased friend, and they only occurred in the lower mind. Rama pressed him about the other crew members, but Chou-Mu claimed that none had voiced similar experiences. He originally chalked any behavioral discrepancies up to stress, but he realized too late that it may be something more. Chou-Mu's account seemed credible, if not a bit slow, and there are another data point supporting mine and Tiny's theory.
No 7. Need 8.
Something unbelievable just happened. Chou-Mu visited again. Once certain we were alone, he began frantically rambling. He admitted that he'd left out details about his hallucinations because Yao was present. Early on, Chou-Mu had worked on the forefront of the excavation. Alone one night, he heard someone run up behind him. Before he knew it, he was face down. He could hear the attacker hissing while bashing his head into the ground. Nearly unconscious, Chou-Mu felt the attacker start chewing his leg. He suspects it may have been trying to eat him. With the strength he had left, he cast off the attacker. He sat up to see one of his captains, blood staining her mouth. Their struggle continued, edging closer to a mine shaft. To keep them from falling, Chou-Mu tried to ram her backward. But in that moment, she lunged. Instead of hitting him, she flew over his back, free falling to the bottom of the mine. He was so shocked, he couldn't process it. His crew assumed the captain quit, as she'd recently been acting agitated. That's when his delusions began. He made me swear not to tell Yao, who'd known the captain. But I had to tell someone.
Yeesh. Nice.
Case note, entry 9. confession. Despite Chomu swearing me to secrecy, I couldn't keep his story to myself. I paid Tiny another visit and spilled everything. She was shocked, to say the least, but she was glad I confided in her. She echoed Chomu's request not to tell Yao. There's no use upsetting them. I couldn't bring myself to do so anyway. Still, I feel better getting it off my chest. And as Tiny pointed out, if I was stressed, imagine how Chomu feels. Between the guilt and the cruelty inherent in these delusions, it puts his behavior into perspective. While I was there, Tiny showed me something exciting. A prototype for a device that she, June, and Yao are working on. It's designed to control the stress responses the demon seems to feast on, then channel that power back at it. It's based on my research findings, paired with Yao and June's Jade tech knowledge, and Tiny's everything knowledge. We just might have a solution to our demon problem.
I don't call out too quickly.
This is it! We've done it! Thank the alchemy! Tiny asked me to stop by as soon as possible. When I arrived, she, Yao, and June were putting the final touches on their newest invention. It boasts several features, not to mention a sleek design. I can't wait till the commander sees, though I need to keep reminding myself to treat it with sensitivity. The commander's role in our plan will likely be the toughest and most psychologically draining. Still, I'm on pins and needles for the invention's debut. Demon, here we come. Gorik, out.
That should be all the entries, so... Shit, I have to re-listen to them. Apparently you can't be on the same map when you start sleuthing a solution. You have to change map for that. So I have to go through them again. Cut away. Second. Second entry listening. Go back. Small in the depths. Yeah, now it's updated. And there's the store. Shite. Yep, I'm gonna have to cut it. YouTube, we'll be right back.
Commander's role in our plan will likely be the toughest and most psychologically draining. Still, I'm on pins and needles for the invention's debut. Demon, here we come. Gorik, out.
And there we go. We listened through all 10 entries again. And I've been thinking if I was muted the entire time and did stuff. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna cut away the first time we listen through and then me realizing I'm an idiot. I'll think about it. What lies within? They call me. Commander, hope this letter finds you in moderately higher spirits. Taimi, Zhao, and I have been hard at work searching for an answer to our demon problem. We think we've found a viable solution. A word of caution, our strategy will involve an exhaustive exploration of your mind's response to intense emotional stimuli. It will be taxing. If anyone has my full confidence, it's you, Commander. When you're ready, come by the power plant in New Kaining to discuss our new plan of attack. Power plant? Okay. Did not remember that we went all the way there.
The citizens of Emerald seek independence as the ministry's angle to increase their presence. I'll be speaking with a recent Epivaldian transplantee and discuss why some oppose these extreme measures.
Where are they? You want me up there?
Oh, Commander, hi! You look refreshed and so lucid.
I hear you've been busy. Certainly looks that way.
And for good reason. Finn, please show the Commander our latest masterpiece. Just like we practiced. Introducing the Recollector.
Ta-da!
I'm not sure I follow.
That demon took a liking to you. After further analysis, it's clear why. It preys on unresolved stress, vulnerability.
Not that anyone is doubting your strength, but you've been known to carry the weight of the world. And that's tough for anyone, even if they are you.
Luckily, we can use that to our advantage. If you gather your emotions with the Recollector, we can use them as a lure.
Right. When our demon senses potent emotions, it'll try to latch on. Once enticed, we can lure it from the ley line. Like tasty emotional breadcrumbs.
So your plan is to make me into bait. How do I collect these emotional breadcrumbs?
You'll have to do some exploration, physically and emotionally. Places important to you should give strong responses. I know it's a lot, but we'll be there to help. And it'll be great prep for protecting your mind against further attacks.
You'll have to forgive my lack of enthusiasm for all this. But I'll do what needs to be done.
Head to the New Kaining City, or I'm about to have a stroke. Head to the Young Reactor in New Kaining and explore the emotions related to Mitrin. Okay, and fastest would be going there and then just do a Doctor Strange and a Yeet off the Edge. Don't have a fancy cape, but I have a fancy dragon. No, I don't know much about Marvel. I've been watching clips on Instagram.
Hey, Commander. So, Kaining, huh? At least it's convenient.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I just... Hey, at any point, if you get worked up, I'm here. Dealing with this stuff is hard. Most people won't even try. For what it's worth, I think it's pretty damn brave to do this. And yeah, I'll be here. That's all.
Thank you, Yao. Suppose I should get started.
This memorial honors Mai Trin, erected in the aftermath of the reactor station explosion. It stands here to commemorate her sacrifice. No life is purely good or evil. Ultimately, we are the sum of our choices. Find a way to flowers. You have flowers or you have fish.
Yeah, you said that. I can't change who I was, but I won't give up on who I want to be.
And who, pray tell, is that?
I don't know. Someone better.
Hey, how are you feeling?
My Trin was selfish. Killed innocent people without a second thought. And I owe my life to her.
I didn't know her well. Our first real introduction was terrible. But I did get the impression she felt lost. Finding your place can be tough. She probably thought the Aether Blades were where she belonged. But then she hit a point where she realized what she was doing didn't align with the person she wanted to be. And she started thinking less about being accepted by pirates and more about being acceptable to herself.
Doesn't excuse her actions. Not one bit.
Gods, no. She murdered people. Maybe just acknowledge that she tried to do something right at the end. Not everybody does.
Confer what next to explore. Sure, let's go from the top. Colors are synergetics and Radasum. Synergetics. Sure, we can take this one. It's so weird having been to the Guild Wars 1 version and then see this entire thing. I think there was a way to... I need to look at the... shaman map. Come on, load. Huh. Apparently the old Radasum from the beginning was here. At some point this whole river, I guess, reshaped the entire Magus Stones map. I think I actually can faintly see. Faint, but this looks like that they are the ruins of the Guild Wars 1 Radasum. I need to go down a tad. Hey.
Just reading through some of Blish's old papers. His professors always kept copies of his work as examples for future students.
Wow. He must have been at the top of his classes.
Academic competition was fierce, especially in cybernetic systems too. The results of that course are highly contested. Whatever you do, don't bring it up to Tiny. It's a lingering sore spot for her.
Noted. Mind if I have a look?
Not at all. Blish would have been thrilled people still read his work. I'd recommend his consciousness transferals papers. Though his newest work was some of his most riveting. He was prepping it for publication, but he ran out of time.
No, I'm not engineer, so I don't have a clue if I'm gonna understand what it says.
Seeing her again. I'm supposed to be dead. Science gave me a second chance. I will make it count.
No mind that, they did it like that. The archives at the College of Energetic are full of Bliss's research from his time here. Blizzard's research, say that 10 times fast, notes remains intact, but science aware suggests they are frequently referenced.
I couldn't see, hear, speak, move. No sense of space or time. Only nothingness. I would prefer not to experience that again.
You skim through pages of meticulous graphs and precise data. Nearby, a set of deft equations. Someone has penciled in a single word, genius. Can't help but feel the handwriting looks familiar. Seems like many people will remember you for a long time. Oh, hi. That was the rest.
Take care, Rourke. Tell him his big brother is sorry. And Tiny too. And stop keeping secrets from each other. All of you.
There's no way I'll be able to even pronounce this top part. You skim through the lengthy list of advanced coursework that Blish completed during his time at the college. It is as impressive as it is intimidating. Thank God I play this world. Don't sit. Don't greet. For the love of... raid. Consciousness has been loosely defined as the capacity for awareness, in relation to internal and external stimuli. The study explores questions of what is going on up there. It's rush hour. How the hell do you expect to drive through that? Two police cars were blasting out and it's rush hour on the main street. What was I? I lost it. Okay. Abstract. Consciousness has been loosely defined as the capacity for awareness in relation to internal and external stimuli. The study explores questions of consciousness and the feasibility of its transference across synthetic bodies. Ultimately, the results of this research aim to serve as a guide for the field of consciousness transferal and its future implementation within modern Tyrian society. This discipline has the unprecedented potential to interweave concepts of organic life and cybernetic technology as we know it. Even if the researcher writing this paper never lives to see the effects of his work, he hopes that his contributions serve as a foundation for positive change in the lives of many for generations to come. Or it's used for other purposes.
Gorik, I shouldn't have dragged you here.
Commander, I knew from the moment you told me what this was going to be about. I wanted to be here with you.
When I was with him, I had no idea he was planning. I'm sorry.
You would have been so proud of what we accomplished, and that you still remember him.
Gorik.
It took me a while to accept that his sacrifice was necessary, and it was his choice. We have to honor that. It's okay.
Feelings about Cinder. This is a character from Icebird Saga. What was that? Oh, it's the engineer mentor. Huh, all the way up there. Interesting. Hello, Shatterer. A great shall move. If I can find my way out of here. Speaking of the Shatterer, hello. Has that thing always been flying over the map? If so, that's the first time in 10 years I've seen it.
Yao told me about how you'd be up this way. Interesting place.
Well, I'll get to it then.
Sure. Do what you have to do.
Talk to the Shadow Warband members to hear their memories and perspectives on Cinder. Hi, Sulky.
Report.
This is after Icebird Saga. Why'd you decide to fight alongside Cinder Steel Temper? I trusted her. Why's that?
Ryland and I
came up in the Farrar together. He bailed us out more times than I can count. He's always trying to do what's right. That's why he's got our loyalty.
Never gave me a reason not to your knowledge. Don't know if you're fishing for dirt on her or what, but you won't find it here. She was a good leader and a good person. Nobody liked her before or since. She had the respect of everyone in her warband. I get it. Find the one in here. Guessing you're the boss of the place. Got something to say or what? Can I ask you about Cinder Steel Temper? She was sharp, and not just in the Farrar. And this way of knowing what you needed before you even said anything. That's rare, especially for someone that young. But she's seen a lot already. Battle has a way of aging you before your years.
It just means we have to be better. The Steel Warband's earned its reputation. And we intend on keeping it.
So does the company you keep. Ryland was a good soldier. But he made some bad calls, and Cinder went along with him. Look where I got her. Tragic, but sadly not uncommon. And the others are out this way.
Reporting.
What do you remember about Cinder? Same question all the time. Strong herself for one thing, in battle, but also the way she did things. When she made up her mind about something, she was gonna see it through. Made me want to do the same. Perseverance is admirable, both on and off the battlefield. Yeah, but it only gets you so far. Her biggest mistake was getting captured. Once you're in enemy hands, the show's over. The rules of war, you know. Fortunately, I do. And there you are. Cinder wouldn't be around today. Wouldn't be around today if not for her. None of us would. She always put our safety before hers. Just who she was. You probably know the type. Suppose I do. I have to respect selflessness like that.
Save it. I've learned plenty. Seen and done plenty. Old heads aren't the only ones fit to lead.
If you were in her warband, she'd put her life on the line. But if you were on the other side of the battlefield, you were toast. She'd burn you to ashes. All's fair in war, I guess. Reflect on feelings with Cholmu. Why does it look like I haven't explored at the very top of the map? Even though I absolutely have. Yeah, this is the top of the map. If I hadn't, there would have been a exploration icon. How much of this wall is monument grounds? That is piece of the wall.
look shaken up.
I'm tired.
Look, you're gonna screw something up for someone. That's just how it goes.
Cinder is dead because I let the parlay happen.
You didn't kill Cinder. Smolder did. All you can do is look out for those counting on you and choose what you believe is right.
Cinder was on the wrong side. Same with all those researchers. But they didn't deserve.
Everyone thinks leading's easy, but it's not black and white. And if things go south and people get hurt, it's all on you. People look at you like you don't care, when really it eats at you. But you can't show them. You have to be strong. But they're right. Someone got hurt, or worse, because of you. No matter how good you are at what you do, it happens.
I know.
It gets to you. Just find your own way to deal with it.
I think I'm ready now. Should probably get back to the mine.
So you don't get to do all the other stuff. You need to pick 2 of the remaining 4 possible members to finish the store mission. I can't remember if I did any of the others. Oh well. Back to the... There. Meet with Timey. Yeah, but I'm gonna go stretch my legs a bit. Because everything in my body is starting to hurt. Okay. Okay. Oh, I had the stream open on my phone. There we go. Those up there. I've heating pad, I've taken painkiller. Let's see if it helps anyway. Find Timey. Oh, is way over there. I forgot Spotify was still on. There we go. Actually, it's not on the screen, is it? Nope.
You're back! Thank the alchemy! You're okay. You still have the recollector, right? It didn't explode or...
I'm fine. The recollector's fine, though I should probably test out its other functions.
Oh, yeah, right, of course. But don't think you're walking into that gunk unprotected. Say hello to an old friend who can withstand the elements.
You're letting me borrow Scruffy? Won't that be a bit tight?
It's the least I could do. Why don't you take him out for a spin?
Yeah, tight fit, all right. Come on.
How's the fit?
My knees are at my chin.
Perfect! Let's get some practice in. What's the situation? Any potential test subjects lurking around?
There's a bunch near some jade pools.
Beautiful. Obliterate them! Or, you know, test out the non-lethal features. They're important too, but so much less fun.
Oh, no, well. Could have made that one a little faster. Oh, fine.
So, enjoying yourself?
I'll admit, it's cathartic.
That's the idea. Sounds like everything's working as it should?
Yes, but the effects seem to be wearing off pretty fast. I'm concerned it won't buy us much time.
What? Oh, those greedy emotion grubbers! And these are just the wimpy ones! Oh, bring it back. Everyone's here now, so we can troubleshoot. I don't believe this. At this point, we don't have the resources to compete with their appetites.
Yeah, by the time we lure the big guy to the surface, all those little ones will be tailing us. Especially when they get away from the commander. No offense.
What if we blocked the path as we go? Could Finn knock out some more walls? Bury them in debris?
Only where there's structural weakness. Those walls are solid. Even if we had something with more pizzazz, I'm not sure how safe it'd be.
Before you go blowing up the place, take a look through my storage crates. I brought a few extra supplies with me from headquarters. Sure, there's something useful in there.
Interesting.
Come on, big money, big money.
Stop with the...
Oh, come on. Seriously? You brought a telescope to a mine? To what, stargaze underground?
Astronomy has always been a prized hobby of Cantha's great minds.
Property of Minister Nguyen, Ministry of Urban Planning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's so heavy I can't.
Ooh, stylish. Though the print might be a bit loud for you, Chelmu.
And that cut leaves nothing to the imagination.
Shut up.
And it's gonna tell me to do that again.
What part of don't blow up the place did you not understand? You'll trigger a full-scale cave-in.
He's right. We'll still want access to the ley line once the demon is dealt with.
Found the dynamite.
My crew is still in here. Look, if you think the explosives will be useful, take them. But be smart about it.
Seriously?
Care to explain why the Brotherhood has an ancient Kurzik rune in its possession?
It was acquired from the speakers. Apparently, Tetra found it useful. And it's in our best interest to keep useful things away from Tetra.
Of course. Of course. I mean, why return it to its rightful owners when we can shove it in a damn crate?
Get off your soapbox. You may borrow it.
Park Chulmu, a true philanthropist.
Considering that it's now Brotherhood property, I believe I'm being quite generous.
And I believe that you believe that.
Well, we have a seal. That's a start.
Is anyone here versed in ancient Kurzik ritual magic? Anyone?
Think I know someone who can help. She practically lives at the library in Arborstone. Really loses her mind over this sort of stuff. If we head to Echo Vault now, we can probably catch her.
Arborstone it is. She's upstairs. I need the... Oh, it's her. No, she's not upstairs. She's here.
Look who it is. I was starting to think you forgot about me.
Sorry I've been such a stranger. Promise I'll drop by more. I have a lot more time these days. Well, except today. Long story short, do you know anything about ward spells? Say, I don't know, performing a sealing ritual?
New hobby to impress the ancestors? Ah, okay, let me think. You said sealing rituals? I don't have the incantations memorized by heart or anything, but during my youth, I may have spent an embarrassing amount of time sulking around the library's occult section.
I can see it.
If I were you, I'd start with the Kestrel archives. They have a whole collection on ritual magic. Bet there's something useful.
And now we go upstairs.
This is a place of refuge, not a den of iniquity. I'm glad Fury isn't a...
Excuse me. Are you Pei?
Uh-huh. And you're my great uncle?
I am. As I'm sure your grandmother's told you, years ago I took a long journey on a flying boat out of Cantha.
Why? You didn't like Kantha?
Well, I had a powerful desire to see the world. A desire that's long since been fulfilled. And now, it's good to be home.
Been a while since I checked anything out of the library. Don't tell Valeria. I'd never hear the end of it. Guess retirement's as good a time as any to do some reading. But one book at a time. Let's see what they got.
Facing a wallow. I'm too much in pain right now to read through all this. Saint Victor. Like, all of this can be found in the wiki if you are a lore nerd like me and wanna leaf through all this. Don't think it's in the journal. Nope. Dated. Snargle.
That Snaffle gave me a free copy of one of his books. He even signed it.
Have you looked through it yet?
No, not yet.
I suggest we read a page or two.
Reiko. Hi, Ella. Come on.
Ludwig's Anthology of Ward Spells.
Finally.
Beginner's Guide to Casting, Disabling, and Basic Incantation. Sounds promising.
Think there's anything on sealing incantations?
Probably, but we'll still need some guidance. Time to pester Valeria again.
Esther.
Wait, this book. This is...
Smut. Yes. Mr. Goldclaw gave me a whole bundle for the library.
Is it, good smut at least?
Lately, forgot about that.
Welcome back, bookworms. Oh, is that Ludwig's anthology? That's a classic. Try anything out yet?
Well, we have no idea what we're doing.
Don't beat yourself up. This takes years to master.
Time is a luxury we don't have.
You won't become experts overnight, but with a simple spell and a competent teacher, you might pull it off.
How free is the rest of your day looking?
I'm flattered, but this is above my skill level. You'd be better off asking the steward at the Historical Society. She managed to disable wards on some Zuhelzer relics. Not sure if she can cast or not, but she's a great resource.
There's a cat island? Wouldn't you rather see important cultural...
Yeah, I need to look up that cat island thing.
So our paths cross again. On behalf of House Zuhelzer, your kindness is still greatly appreciated.
Happy to help. Though I have a favor to ask in return.
We're new to casting sealing wards, but it's, not going great.
How did you come into possession of an ancient sealing ward? They're highly uncommon.
It was, passed down to me by my uncle. A real jerk of an uncle. By marriage, no relation. But I want to learn how to use it, and Valeria said you're the person to talk to.
Oh, she's very kind. Though, I mainly practice in disabling wards. But some basic sealing work shouldn't be a problem. Now, you'll want to speak clearly, with intent. Visualize your desired outcome.
Easy enough. I seal this pass before me. 2 worlds, once whole, divide, and...
Oh, whoops.
Might, the fury is mine.
Your delivery is a bit stiff. Say it as if the voices of all your ancestors who mastered this art now speak through you.
I'll try to do that. Okay. Clearly with intent. Whew. Visualize. I seal this pass before me. 2 worlds, once whole, divide. Withstand all wandering evils, and guard what lies inside.
Good, good. Now, you'll need to assist your friend. To bring the ritual to completion, you must arrange each conjured orb in the shape of the rune you're casting.
Alright. Oh, I put it outside. God damn it. Come on.
That's it! Oh, you did splendidly. And to think, you've only just started out.
It actually worked. We're not a bad team, Commander. Well, think we're ready to go take this one out for a spin. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure. Blood relatives or not, I'm sure your uncle would be terribly proud of you.
Don't know about that. Though he was actually helpful, for once. In an unintentional sort of way.
Briefly logged into my conduit to check the trees. They nerfed it, so now I can't just have permanent cosmic vision with them. Huh. That's interesting. Back to the Delves. But given how much pain is radiating through me right now, because I have endometriosis, I think I'm gonna cut the Gilbert stream here and then do the demo that I found that I want to try out. Because I am, even though I've taken painkiller and I have a heating pad, I'm in so much pain. Like, it's hard concentrating what it is I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna switch games. And be right back.